Hi, I love working with new friends. Let's get started coding. Hi, I'm just learning coding, but if we work together, we can do it. Listen and think about what your partner says. And one partner saying, can you please go get the dot? And the other one saying, let's take turns. You control dash first, then we'll make changes to our program together. And then this is going to be about the final project. So we are going to learn about something called cooperative learning. We're going to practice block coding with a partner or a small group. Coding is the process of writing instructions for computers to follow. In this case, we're writing instructions for Dash to follow. Okay, so that we're coding using the Blockly app. We're going to learn two strategies. One is cooperative learning and the other is project-based learning. So cooperative learning is when you work with other students to learn together, to support each other, and to solve and complete a learning task together. Group norms, that means what is normal, the way to act normally in a group. They could also be called rules, but I like to talk about them as norms. Listen respectfully to what your peers are saying. If you're working with another partner, you're not the whole team, right? There's 2 or 3 of you. Ask questions if you're not sure what your peers are suggesting or trying to explain. So if I just said, I want to use the move forward block, and you don't even know what a move forward block is, you need to ask, right? Say, what are you talking about? What's a move forward block? And then the partner could show you what it is. Use good social skills when you're talking together, like making eye contact, facing the person who's talking, and using whole body listening. So in other words, am I going to be like this? Matthew, do you want to use Dash with me? Or am I going to be like, hey Matthew, do you want to use Dash with me? That'd be better, right? And these are things I think you work on all the time. But it's really important in cooperative learning. And then it's important that each and every member of your group is included. Everyone needs to learn, to try. They need to contribute to the group and be an active participant. I'm going to put this up and we'll put our initials on it if you agree to that, okay? About later, we'll come back and we'll talk about project-based learning. Project-based learning means when you have some choice over what you're learning. So you chose to come to robots, so I know you're interested in robots, so that's really cool. And then you're going to have some choice about what challenges you make Dash complete. With your partner, you have like 5 weeks to have Dash complete 4 challenges. And there's so many that you can do. You can make it go in a circle, you can make it dance, you can make it move 3 feet forward, turn left, say hello to another robot, spin around, so 4 cool challenges. Brody.
Like ramps? Like, can it go like a ramp like that?
It can. So you could set up ramps. We also have a launcher. So we have a launcher that goes like this over the robot's head, right? And it shoots a ping pong ball. We have a xylophone. So there's lots of cool challenges.
You can play the xylophone?
Yeah, Dash can play the xylophone. And the gripper that you guys built, right? So you have a lot of choice over what your project is. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but we are coding with Blockly and we are doing robots. Cooperative learning and project-based learning. Does everyone agree to these norms?
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to practice, okay? So the cooperative learning is the first important part. So who thinks that they would help me demonstrate what cooperative learning looks like?
I'm great.
Amberly, could you?
Yeah.
All right, so come on up. And let's pretend Amberly and me are going to be partners, right, for this whole time, for like 5 weeks. All right, I don't really know you, Amberly, right? A little bit, because I'm your teacher. But pretend we don't know each other. What could we do first? Yeah.
Hello, my name is so-and-so. What's your name? Amberly. Okay, Amberly. I'd like to team up with you on robots. How would you like to with me?
I would like to.
Okay, let's go get some iPads and dashes.
You're deciding. So Walker, who would get the iPad? And do you want to get the iPad or the robot? And you can discuss with Amberly.
Okay, I'll get the iPad.
All right, go get the robot. You have to unplug a robot from anywhere behind a computer. All right, so they have decided who has what. Okay, now we're going to talk about what are they going to do with the robot. Your challenge today is to come up with two things you want it to do. Okay, so Amberly, have you ever done robots before?
No.
So you probably don't even know what they can do, right? And now Walker, can you explain maybe 3 or 4 things they can do? Okay.
A robot can move forward, move backward, turn, move forward, move backward, turn, move forward, move backward, and do a lot of other things. They can play audio audio recordings and such. Like, they have a lot of different cool things. They can change your light color. There's a lot of customization too. And they can equip different grabbers and xylophones and launchers. Those are super fun, but a little complicated. I can help you on those. So
All right, so what's going to be your first project? I want you guys to talk about what you're going to come up with. Well, we're just pretending right now, but what would be your first project? What would you like to each do?
About we could attach a marker to the dash
And draw a picture.
and draw a picture. How would you like to do that?
Yes. And I like how you
exactly.
added that.
Have
You
got
thought of.
into an agreement.
All right. Here's some code that 2 students coded together today. Thank you. All right, so we're going to talk about cooperative learning, which means that we're going to all listen and talk about how it went and if it worked well or not, the cooperative learning. So who wants to, so I see a thumbs up. Keegan did a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Leo did a thumbs up. Is there anybody that had a hard time? And I noticed a couple of groups at first, they were not working together so much, but then they used their words and they said, hey, can I have a turn? Can you have a turn? And things got a lot better. Now it's time to think about project-based learning. Right, now that you've got your partner, you've got your robot, you've got your iPad, we're going to write them down so you have the same robot next time, the same iPad, so you have your program and your same partner, right? So project-based learning is when you work as a group and to decide how you're going to share what you've done with the whole class on the last class, on our last day. So you have to come up with 4 challenges that you want to do, okay? So we're going to think about 4 challenges. If you don't know them all, I just want you to start thinking about them and we can write them down next time. But I want you to decide this today with your partner. Do you want to do a live demonstration in front of everybody the last day? Because that means like you get to run your program and you can show it. Or would you like to make an iMovie? I'm making an iMovie right now. So that's another element of technology that you could work with your partner and make an iMovie and then present it. You could watch yourselves. So when we're getting into our groups again for one more time, your job is to decide how you're going to present your dash challenges, okay? So I need one group to like model it. So I'm gonna have Leo start. Yes, but I want Leo to have a turn in this. So Leo, what are your thoughts? Tell Walker what your thoughts are. If you're thinking, I'm thinking I want to do a movie, I'm thinking that I want to do a live demonstration. Look at Walker, and then Walker, look at Leo.
I want to do a live demonstration.
Look at Leo.
I was hoping for a movie.
Okay.
So no, let's talk it through, okay? So there are options, right? And tell us why you want to do a live demonstration, and why do you want to make an iMovie?
Well, because I think we should do the live demonstration because we're both really good coders.
So did they decide together?
Yeah.
So we already know what their project is. Okay, so I would like you to get with your group, decide your project, and then we're going to clean up. So as a review, today we used 2 learning strategies. One was cooperative learning, which is when you work with other students to learn together, to support each other, to problem solve, and complete a learning task together. Today, everyone participated in cooperative learning. As a whole group, we reflected how our cooperative learning went. We all agreed that we followed the group norms and successfully worked cooperatively in our small group. Next, we worked on project-based learning. So remember, project-based learning is when you get choice over what you're doing, over what your project is, or some component of the lesson and the activity. So today, you worked with your partner to decide if you are going to present your coding through an iMovie to present to the class, or to decide if you are going to use a live demonstration to present that information to your class. So cooperative learning and project-based learning help us work together, learn from each other, and be successful.